Rosalie continued searching for easier ways to earn from her land. In 2001, she attended the Integrated Pest Management Farmers Field School and heard about field trials for BT corn reached her. BT corn is genetically modified corn. For the second slide, Jack Williamson focused on genetic engineering, the title work and novella dating to 1951, with a realization that the mutants embody the best of humanity. Unfortunately, the writing hasn't aged well. Last slide is the process of genetic engineering, produced and passed on to the bacterium's progeny. Thus, by incorporating foreign DNA, researchers can obtain an almost limitless number of copies of the inserted genes. That's all, thank you.
Good day. Today I am going to discuss what is GMO all about. So what is GMO, or genetically modified organisms? This is a term used for an organism created through genetic engineering. Health Organization stated that the genetic material, or DNA, has been altered in a way that does not occur naturally by mating and or other natural recombinants. GMOs are present in food and agricultural industry. First is the pest resistance. These are used to help resist toxic insects. Next is virus resistance, helps resist viruses. Third is herbicide. These are plants being modified to tolerate such herbicide identification. These are modified and fortified with certain mineral. And cosmetic preservation, this is to ensure to resist natural discoloration. And lastly, increase growth rate, genetically modified with genetic material from the ocean floor.
GMO stand for Genetic Modified Organism. In the year of 2002, GMO corn planting was approved in the Philippines and marked as a first country of Asia to trade the cultivation of GMOs. So NCBP. NCBP stands for National Committee on Biodiversity of the Philippines. It was created in the year of 1990. So it is to prepare, evaluate, and adopt the national policy on biosafety. So the National Biosafety Framework is to authorize the guidelines for its implementation and the rearrangement of National Committee on Biodiversity of the Philippines and other purposes. The National Biosafety Framework was established in March 17, 2006.
So this is our the GMO and non-food crops and microorganisms. First is the flower production, which is modified color and extension of base of the flowers. Second one is paper making or paper production that modifies characteristics of trees for higher yield of paper production. And the third one is pharmaceutical production that modifies the plants that produced pharmaceutical products. And the fourth one is the bioremediation that modify the assessment of the bioremediation of pollutant sites. And fifth is enzyme and drug production that modifies the microorganism that can produce enzymes for food processing and medicines. And the sixth one, or the last one, is the GMO in the medical field that played a significant role from diagnosis to treatment of human-related diseases that helps the production of drugs, gene therapy, and laboratory researches. Thank you.
Benefits of GMO. First is increase in harvest. Second, higher efficiency in farming. Third, increase in food production. Fourth, it is nutritional and pharmaceutical. Fifth, reduced use fertilizer and pesticides. Sixth, improvement of desirable characteristics. Seven, and lastly, control in fertility. GMO is made to be more accessible and expensive, and it has enhanced nutrient composition and food quality. Altered characteristics of GMO helps ease food production. When farmers grow GMO crops, they can use fewer pesticides in their sprays. This saves money for farmers and minimizes the number of insecticides used in their crops. GMOs offer longer shelf life, enhanced color and taste, enhanced production or reduction of enzymes, and other modified characteristics. GMO crops have modified to express traits like an efficient use of soil nitrogen, which directly increases agricultural yield while reducing the use of fertilizers.
Potential environmental risk caused by GMO. First is the risk in gene flow. There is a potential risk of modified gene to be transferred from the GMO crop to its wild relative or organism. Second, emergence of new forms of resistance and secondary pest and weed problems. It may trigger new form of pest and weed resistance. Third, a combination of virus and bacteria to produce new pathogens. Direct environmental risks are introduction of the GMO may cause disruption, possibility of unexpected behavior of the GMO, may cause harmful effects to ecosystem processes. The persistence of GMO may cause negative impacts. Indirect environmental risks are alteration of agricultural practices, may have impacts to biodiversity, may have varied environmental impacts due to GMO interaction.
World Health Organization has three major issues on GMOs that are international public debates. The first one is the potential risk of allergic reaction. It states that the research studies present that GM crops is beneficial or harmful to human health. While the second one is the gene transfer, it refers to possible gene from GM foods to bacteria and has an effect to human health negatively. And the third one is the outcrossing. It happens when the genes from GM plants migrate into conventional crops or wild species.
Human health risks caused by GMOs. Other potential risks that are major concerns are human genome naturally or organically genetically engineered microorganisms may alter to the balance of existing microorganisms in the human digestive system. Production of toxins may be detrimental to human health. Production of allergens may have adverse effects on humans. There are many groups that campaign against GMO food consumption. In the Philippines, the Supreme Court has raised against the use of eggplant, another genetically modified crop. Other potential risks that are major concern are Human Genome Project, mutation of genetically engineered microorganisms, and cloning.
Biosafety of GMO is a method for assuring the ecologically safe application of biotechnology that leads to the production of GMOs. The Codex Alimentarius Commission has created a set of rules, guidelines, and codes of practice known as the Food Code. The Protocol of Cartagena is an international biosafety agreement that has been in operation since 2003 as a complement to the Convention on Biological Diversity. Regardless of whether GM DNA or protein and be detected in the end product, genetically modified organisms should be labeled.
GMO in Philippine context. December 8, 2015, the Supreme Court permanently stopped the field testing for BT talong. The Supreme Court also stopped it because the High Tribunal explained that the lack of scientific certainty is no reason for inaction and it can seriously risk or irreversible harm to environment. Technical Working Group. The DA, DOST, DNR, DOH, and DILG joined together to make a constitution, whereas this constitution protects the rights of the people to life, to health, and to a balanced and healthful environment. And these are the contribution and the job of each department. And that's it. Thank you.